Right, you guys, make sure you like this video and subscribe to Mike's, okay? Make sure. If you don't subscribe to Mike, you're gonna have a fat forehead and a big hairline.
Boom, I'm with the guy Max inside. Subscribe to him, make sure you do still. Best content coming out. You know how it is.
Hello and welcome back to another live, people. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Make sure you're smashing the likes and subscribing if you are new. We are back again for another Wednesday night show with me and Prime, bruv. The chat's already giving me abuse. But big up to the chat. Melon, 23 minutes before starting and only 2 likes. Fall off is insane. That's good for me, to be fair. 23 minutes before the stream starts and get 2 likes. But smash the likes if you haven't already. That's his career's ending. I think after everyone found out that Mike's was Vietnamese, they were scattered. Big up Wolf. Fuck's sake. I'm every kind of Asian, apparently, according to
You're Vietnamese.
I'm not, but Wolf thought I was Vietnamese. Do your job, shut up, forehead, and start the stream on time. Thanks, Elijah. Just a lot of abuse in the chat. Streamer, do your job. Also, Prime channel link doesn't work. It should work now. It should work now. So, listen, try again. Sarcasm, I'm seeing TV clips in the fucking title, people. You had 2 jobs, plug Prime's channel properly and start on time. Every fucking time.
I mean, I'm surprised Mike doesn't plug the channel. I'm not an industry plant, so I understand it. It's fine.
Zero two talking about role players, shake my fucking head. Brilliant. Bro has time to correct the title, but not to start the stream. This is crazy. Late again. Brilliant. Okay. I'm barely ever late. So let's not take the piss here. Closer to Thursday morning than Wednesday night at this point. Late as fuck. Brilliant. Okay, thanks. Big up to Rasta Stocks as well. But listen, Brad, man, how you been, man? It's been a good few days for you, I'd imagine, footballing wise, but everything else good as well?
Say that again?
How you been? Everything good? You know, footballing wise, I know it has been, but outside of that as well?
It's my world. I just allow you to live in it. That's what it is. That's what it is. And because I'm such a nice person, I even allowed West Ham to sign a player, Mike. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, man. It's good. Life's good. Chelsea fans are still dickheads, but whatever. You know, champions of the world, 2 trophies, phase 1, with a championship manager. You know, it's crazy. People want to rate the likes of Ivan Toney, who played in the championship. People want to rate Gyokeres because of the championship. People want to rate Mitrovic because he played in the championship. People rate Bowen because he played in the championship, but apparently Maresca, who actually won it, you can't rate him. You know, if it's your world, can I get some more YouTube fame, please? No. Anyways, don't worry. I'll put in a word with the other Chelsea fans. I'll see what you can do. But you're a Spurs fan, so probably not Elijah. Sorry, you're gonna have to get the hard way, bro. Pause. Hey, yo, relax. But yeah, champions of the world, battered PSG, who people say are the best team in the world. You know, and I'm happy that we played them. I wanted to play them. I didn't want to face Real Madrid because if we beat Real Madrid, then people are saying, "Oh, Real Madrid are not that good, guys. Who really cares?" Arsenal want to talk about how they beat them on XG.
Yeah.
There's no, you can't downplay this. I see rivals, not even just rivals, Man United fans, which is weird that they're piping up, trying to downplay Chelsea winning the Club World Cup and talking about, well, it's not a major, so big man, you've not seen a major in about 12 years. Relax. You lost to Spurs in the European final. Don't talk to me and try and spoil my parade. Chelsea fans, don't listen to rivals who try and rain on our parade, okay? We can celebrate this. So, Club World Cup. The only one of its kind, by the way, because the previous version got changed to Intercontinental Cup. So we are the first and only World Cup winners. First and only World Cup winners, by the way. Chalobah has won 2 trophies and Saliba has none. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, Saliba.
The only English winger in London who doesn't have a trophy is Saka. Keep that in mind. Even Madueke has one, and he's going to Arsenal. Keep that in mind.
You say English winger in London?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I was gonna say I was gonna list non-English wingers that also have a trophy that people might not, put up there, but like Ismail Assar has a trophy. Ismail Assar,
So let me just say wingers in London then. Let me just say that then.
yeah,
Wingers in London that have a trophy.
it makes it even worse. It makes it even worse for Saka.
Anthony Gordon's English. Let's just say wingers that play in the Prem. Let's just say that. Gordon has a trophy. Where's yours, Saka?
Jacob
Declan
Murphy.
Rice. You left West Ham to go to Arsenal to compete for trophies. Since you've joined, what's really happened? Maybe you should have said that West Ham.
Happy 2-year anniversary. Happy 2-year anniversary, by the way, guys, of the 100 million.
Oh, 105 million with a year left on his contract. Get it right. 105 million.
Yeah, true.
A year left on his contract. Happy anniversary, people. Happy anniversary. Listen. Who knows? If Rice had stayed, maybe West Ham win another trophy. Maybe they win Europa. Who knows? We don't know. We won't know. We won't ever know. We won't ever know. You went to Arsenal and you can't even reach a final at Arsenal? It's crazy, by the way. Oh, big up Steve. Strasbourg Steve.
Big up Steve for the raid, bro. Big up Strasbourg Steve for the raid, bro.
But Balloon Suma has won a European trophy at Spurs, but you can't do anything at Arsenal, Declan Rice? Crazy? Crazy? Havertz, King Kai. Big up King Kai, my guy, as the gal says. What has he done? Failed in the 8, that's why you bought Moreno. Failed at 9, that's why you're trying to get Gyokeres. Got Gyokeres. Tuarez. Enjoy, but keep backing Arteta, man. Arteta got on his knees and begged for Havertz, and now he's got on his knees and begged for Madueke. So is what it is. Enjoy it, but I'm enjoying my world. I'll be in charge of for 4 years. People trying to make fun that Trump was in our celebration photo. Hey, everyone loves the Chelsea. Everyone loves the Chelsea.
Suits
Hey,
the demographic, listen, to be fair.
Trump's what?
Suits the demographic, to be fair.
Trump's not racist. Actually, no. Never mind. Sorry, he is. Never mind. Hey, stop. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Cut that out. Cut that out. Hey. Speaking of which, Sanchez, brilliant final, brilliant tournament. Do you know why he didn't make any mistakes, barring one?
What?
He was in America, and what are they doing in America right now?
I don't know. What are they doing in America? I actually don't know.
Ice.
Oh, right. Okay.
Sanchez knows. But yeah, listen, people can say what they want about Trump. Hey, Trump has lifted more trophies than Saka has. You know, Chelsea have Trump, and Arsenal have a guy with a word case. Who's really in the wrong here? Trump's president, and a certain guy should be in cell block 1 right now. Let's not do this. Let's not make the comparison. Okay, let's not do this.
Can you defend him?
Yeah, go on. I'm overreacting. Go on. Defend him. Hey, hold that out for you as well with Madueke. Bro. Respect him, bro. Respect him. You've not seen a trophy. You've not sniffed one in about 5 years. Respect him.
Hey, did you see, by the way, as soon as Madueke left Chelsea, the first place he went to was he went wireless.
Yeah, he went with Sancho and is it Carney Chomeka, I think?
Yeah, I think Chukwuemeka was there.
Hey, let them enjoy, man. Let them enjoy. Madueke, Sancho, a bunch of serious brothers. It is what it is. Enjoy.
Not every Chelsea fan is letting them enjoy, by the way.
Enjoy wireless.
Yeah, I don't know if he still has the tweet up, though. But I'm trying to find it. I should have thought about this before. I didn't. Oh, there it is. There the fuck it is. This is a bit of a is it a colour thing sort of tweet from a man who's been crashing out for a couple of weeks in the Chelsea community. Man like Sugar Sean. I don't know whether you saw this tweet.
No, he's blocked me.
Oh, A Jewelers FC out. Thank the Lord.
A Jewelers FC.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's in this picture is Chukwuemeka, Ivan Toney, Madueke, Sancho. Don't know who the three people in the middle are. Crepton Conan and Michael Ward.
Yeah. I'm not
Not sure
giving
this-
the benefit to the attacker here. Yeah, you're offside there. So excuse me.
Yeah, that's his brother. And he's brothers with Tobes Hollywood, right? That's his brother.
Sorry?
I'm pretty sure that's his brother, Tobes Hollywood.
I thought Tobes
Yeah.
Hollywood was black.
No, he's not.
Oh, okay.
He's not.
He's a Chelsea fan, so yeah, it makes sense he's not black.
Yeah. But that Jay Tapia did bring up something that I think you wanted to talk about as well. Any thoughts on the Ovi Hose collabs with Trump in the pictures? Really now Epstein FC. So some PDF out. Yep. I know you weren't happy.
Apparently it's the winners get the collaboration. So it's not something that Chelsea went and looked for and stuff like that. So fair enough, I guess. It's annoying because if anyone's actually seen the stuff that's made, the clothes that's made, there's a varsity jacket that I'm not gonna lie, it actually does look cold. But one, the OVO badge is nah, it's ugly. But I'm just like, I'm not gonna buy that. I'm not defending that. I can't defend him. Can't defend
I saw
him.
CB rocking all the OVO merch when shopping there.
Yeah. Like,
So
look at
straight away,
this.
bro.
No, this.
Oh my days.
Is this the owl that Kendrick had caged up?
It might as well be, bro. It's the same kind of owl.
Palmer freed the owl.
Oh my days. What is this, man? Why have you stooped this low straight? Well, it's not you, but still, like, bro, why is that the prize? Your prize after winning a trophy was getting a trophy picture of Trump and this.
Yeah, but it's just that. At least it's not going to be us. I thought it was going to be our sponsor, like for the season and stuff. Apparently, it's not. It's just a one-time collaboration, which, again, I don't like it. But if you look at some of the clothes, like that does look cool. I like that. I don't like this or this.
I think
or
it'd be
that.
cool about the actual designs on it.
Without the OVO stuff, yeah, it looks cool. But whatever, man. OVO, no.
Oh, yeah. Bro, Drake was in every fucking English kit when he visited it. Bro, this guy was in the Man United kit, Chelsea kit. Bro, this guy was everywhere.
Bro, he's a hoe.
Yeah, he is a ho.
He's a male Ruby Rose. Speaking of Ruby Rose, when is she going to post a pic of her in the Arsenal kit?
She's too busy noshing off, what's her name? Neon.
Oh, you think her and Madueke are done?
They've been done, bro. She's noshing off streamers now.
Yes. So how long do we think it's going to take for Madueke to get married? Because that's what Arteta wants. He wants players that are in relationships. So how long?
Nah, we discussed this before, bro. I think Arteta wants to balance now. He realizes that going full marriage doesn't work. Doesn't win you a trophy. Need someone in the dressing room that's different. They've got their own Harvey Elliott now.
Yeah, but you're assuming that Arteta's intelligent. So
That's true. That's true. That's true. But fuck, like I do think he's just gonna fuck around and then maybe fall out of Arteta. Just don't think those characters are going to click. I think Madueke needs someone that's actually going to allow him to express himself a little bit. And Arteta's just like, nah, we don't do that around here. Only Saka is allowed. Big man, you got to play your role.
Yeah, but Saka could get injured again because he got rushed back. And if Madueke is going to be starting on that right wing. I don't know. I'm just seeing a lot of Arsenal fans like, you guys are crashing out, DMing him abuse, yada, 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 which I don't agree with the abuse. But, you know, instead of directing your anger towards Arteta and your owners, you direct it towards Madueke. Just to flip-flop when he gets signed and say, oh, well, we got the two best. I heard someone say we got the two best English right wingers in the league, and I'm like, all right, man. Yeah, cool. I don't even know if Saka's better than Bowen. I'll be real, but whatever.
He's not.
Cool.
He's not.
Cool.
But also, Thomas Tuchel, this is your fault as well because you've given everyone an excuse by putting Madueke in the England squad. You stupid lanky streak of piss. Like these two wingers are just nowhere near Bowen. I'm sorry. Like maybe again. I'll ask the question again. Maybe something Saka that could do that Bowen can't do. No one could answer. Like the only answer I got was say the N word, and that was it. That's the only answer I got. Legit,
Something Saka can do that Bowen can't do. Limp.
Yeah. Okay, fair. But that's it.
Not win a trophy. Not score in a final. Let the country down. There's a lot of things.
True. Fez.
Let his club down. There's a lot of things Saka can do that Bowen won't do.
That is also true. This is also true, by the way. So Bowen's old tweets did have the N-word in it. So, like, even then, you can't even say the N-word because he did say the N-word.
What part? Where's Bowen from in England?
Like up north somewhere. I think he's from like Hereford.
Makes sense. Okay.
There's not a lot of coloured people there.
Yeah, the tweets make sense. It is what it is. No, I'm not.
We've got one racist in your team.
We know there's always one, and you know, as long as you're a bowler, we'll forget the racism. Like John Terry, he's a bowler, so we slide it away. Suarez, people slide. It's all cool. Bowen's a bowler. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. What you think? You think McTominay could actually? McTominay just won a league title, so maybe he can get away with it in Napoli. You think Garnacho could say a word and get away with it, or Hoyland? Does he know?
No. And we all know Garnacho said it before anyway. We know where he's from.
Of course. Oh, facts.
By the way, what does the BAN mean? What does it mean? You told me not to say this, so what is it, Elijah? I said it's okay, Bowen is black on the inside. Fez. I said, who saw McGregor, man's wild, lifting weights with his tallywhacker? Oh, Jesus Christ. The cocaine is just flowing through his veins for the past, 5 years. Ever since he lost to Khabib, bruv. Wrong with that guy. Do you remember the video, yeah? I can't remember what Champions League game it was where McGregor goes on the fucking pitch and he tries to kick the shit out of Saka. Like, after the game.
Yeah, people are crying about his hamstring.
Oh, fucking hell. Like, McGregor nearly allowed the Madueke transfer tap.
But yeah, listen, Arsenal fans, enjoy it. I hear you guys can't pay off the Gyokeres fund. Jackson's available. And Nkunku's available. Speaking of Jackson and Nkunku, Man United, pay me the money.
Did you said Jackson, right?
And Nkunku.
No, but speaking of Jackson, even Fabrizio put this out today. Several clubs started to bid for Nicholas Jackson as his exit from Chelsea remains possible this summer. AC Milan deal currently off. Price too high, no intention to proceed. Premier League clubs. Initial approaches. Who do you reckon there's several clubs for, especially in the Premier League? Most realistic right now.
Man United. Villa. I saw slight links with Arsenal like a month or so ago, so I'm gonna put them in as well.
Man
But
United
it's
makes sense.
3. I think those probably would be the strongest ones. I'll be real. I don't think anyone else in the league would be able to afford our asking price or would want to spend that money on our asking price.
Yeah. What would you ask for Jackson though?
50 to
No,
60.
what?
There's
What
a
the
60 mil
fuck?
price tag on him. Well, because it came out like a few days ago that apparently it's 100 mil, but like that's not real. So it's probably going to be like 50 to 60 mil.
If someone paid, like, I actually rate Jackson as a footballer, not as a striker. But like, if you
Yeah.
pay 50, 60 million, like, yeah, professional help, professional help.
I think Jackson, like Man United, like if United were smart, they probably wouldn't be linked to Jackson anyway. But if United were smart, they wouldn't still have Amarim. But whatever.
Yeah,
In Amarim's system, if you get Jackson in and you play him in one of the 10s with Cunha, that could work. And then get Mateta as your striker. Like that could work.
it could work, but that's fucking. Jackson Mateta could, yeah, that's so erratic, man.
Oh
That's
yeah.
hella erratic, man. These man, Mateta's just trying to calm Jackson and Cunha down. Like, bro, we don't need to beef right now.
And then you got Bruno playing in midfield. Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh my god. What? Like, I'm just thinking, Kobe Mainu, leave, man. You don't need to be. You need to play this team, man. Mate, leave.
And
Leave,
mainly,
bro.
you know what? Drop the pride. Go West Ham.
If you want a good career, don't come to us. I would love you at West Ham. I would love Mainu at West Ham, but like, yeah, you'd really like going from Man United to West Ham. It'll be an upgrade, but it's not that much of an upgrade.
Yeah, because Villa have like I know they sold the women's team or whatever, but they still have some sort of like PRSR stuff. They want Emery wants a winger and a striker. Watkins is linked with a move away. We're still linked with Morgan Rogers.
Yeah,
and
Villa fans
Chelsea
probably want the
tend to
money,
do
innit?
deals where it's like a swap deal thing where I take one of your players, you take one of mine for a balance of PSR. So Morgan Rogers is something that could still happen towards the end of the window. Jackson will probably end up leaving towards the end of the window. Nkunku, with Musiala now injured, Nkunku could probably end up just going to Bayern. So we're getting rid of our players. And Sterling, drop the pride and go Brentford, bro.
Go QPR. Forget Brentford. Go
Man
QPR.
said go home.
Go back home, bro. Like you could do the whole shitty Kanye West song thing. Like what the Kanye West song isn't shit, but everyone does this. Yeah. No, that's Diddy.
Oh, that's Diddy. Oh, my bad. Okay.
This like because I'm coming home again with Coldplay guy. Forgot his name. But it's the same song where you guys announced it with Felix and stuff. Like, bro, everyone does the same fucking shit. Every time someone goes back to their club, bro, it's always I'm coming home again, bro. Homecoming, bro. It's always the same fucking song. It's to do with UEFA shitty rules. Yeah, that is true. That is true. And to be fair, as much as Jackson to Villa does make sense, yeah, that I just don't see it happening, especially with your situation right now. You reckon Arsenal will get Gibbs White? Do you mean Tottenham, bro? Because Arsenal aren't linked to him, but Arsenal probably wouldn't go in for him. But I think Tottenham will get him.
Or do you mean Eze?
Oh yeah, you could be Eze. Because Arsenal are linked with Eze.
In which case, if you're talking about Eze, you know, they don't look the same, but cool. They're not even the same shade. Arsenal are not getting Eze. They're not getting Rodrigo. I still don't really think they're getting Gyokeres.
I don't either. Apparently he's on a plane, but like Arsenal are just stalking again.
Hey, the last time Arsenal fans, last time they stalked a player on a plane, he went to Newcastle. So
yeah, that's true. That's so true, bro. Alfie was guessing it. Alfie said it was done.
The same Alfie that did the mask celebration. Don't worry, I have that. So
I was gonna do it to take the piss, but
I have
that's
one of
too mean.
Troops as well doing it too. Pause. I shouldn't word it like that. Crazy. Pause. Hey yo. I also have a pic of Sunshine doing that Gyokeres celebration. So cool. Let's see who signs him.
Going back home said that. Oh wait, that's a chill sesh joke. Never mind. Brilliant stuff.
Go back home. Said Enzo Fernandez. He did.
I know. Literally, even Guido Rodriguez, who plays for us, he did as well, bro. He was on the He was on the bus.
Yeah.
I heard they were no. I heard a few AFTV peeps said they could move in for him. Of course, AFTV said that.
Move in for who?
Gibbs White.
Where are you going to get the money for Gibbs White, Eze, Rodrigo, Gyokeres, and Mad? I mean, you already paid Madueke, so thank you. You did the priority was done first. Madueke, thank you.
I don't understand Arsenal fans. You're getting Madueke and you're going to be happy with it, and that's all you're getting. I said a week ago on Lewis's show, then they'll fumble Eze and Gyokeres. They're still not agreed upon. Why, if Arsenal are getting Gyokeres, why have we still not had a here we go yet? Why have we not had a here we go? Medical was meant to be booked on Friday, no? That's 2 days away. Where's the booking of the medical, bruv? Where's the booking of the medical? Diddy was innocent, just had 1K baby oil bottles as gifts for his fans. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake, man. I think we get 2 wingers, a striker, and a defender. That makes sense. But it's like, do you think it'll be the Watkins sale to fund all of that? You reckon, Villa fan? I'd love to know what your situation is right now, because I don't think you signed anyone yet. I said, for fuck's sake, Prime could have made a way better joke than that. I forgot what this is referring to.
What joke was that referring to, Elijah?
Yeah, love to know. Would you take Nunes or Jackson if you had to choose, Mike? I'm just gonna say that I would take Jackson on the left wing. I wouldn't take Nunes at all. Nunes would end up punching up the opposition, and they both would. But at least Jackson is a good footballer. Like I can at least watch that on the left sort of thing. It wouldn't sign him as a striker position. That literally solves none of our problems. For a striker, his shooting is terrible, but that's why he's not really a striker. He's a left winger. But in certain situations where he doesn't have to think and he's more based of instinct, he's not a terrible player. And I think the pressure of Chelsea is just too much for him. I think a step down, he will look like a really good player.
Okay.
But he needs to just stop getting angry all the time as well. Like,
I'm gonna clip that up and send that to Amarim so United can buy him. Thank you, man.
No problem. I'm not looking forward to next season. I'll be real. How come, bro? I like that Jackson signed a contract till 2033. He should just refuse to leave and stay there. It's actually till 2033.
I don't know. We sign everyone to like a billion-year contract. So
how the fuck?
But that also puts us in a position of power when it comes to like selling players and stuff and retaining value. United fans are getting angry. Oh, how come Chelsea can do it, but we can't? We know the game, bro. We know the game. And plus, when you have a little cousin that will accept your hand-me-downs, when you've got a actually that's not for YouTube.
Yeah, it's literally just like getting a hand-me-down console every single time. Like I remember when I was younger, I got like a used PS2 basically of a family friend, but it's still good though. You can still make use of it. I played FIFA, all the old FIFAs on it. All the old FIFAs that I didn't get to grow up on. I played FIFA 06 onwards from then.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got to play with FIFAs that had Tevez at West Ham United sort of thing, and I was just having fun. I had a memory card and that was it. I was playing against the CPU. You can make fun of it.
Exactly. Listen, I remember my mom sold not sold. She sent my PlayStation 2 back home, and I was enjoying that. I had that PlayStation 2 for years, bro. I was enjoying it, bro. She sent it back home. I was annoyed. Hey, my birthday in the summer, I got a PS4. So
nice.
Madueke, gone. I'm getting a PS4. I'm getting a PS5. We're in 2025. I'm getting a PS5. Okay, PS5 Pro. So, hey.
Hey, you know what's so funny about the whole like Arsenal Rodrigo thing as well is that Fabrizio put out again that his future is uncertain, but he's like happy at the club still. I've been saying for the past 2 months, Rodrigo's going nowhere.
Yes, you have.
Stop linking yourselves to Rodrigo. This is the pure fan base talk. Arsenal fans, give it a fucking rest. You are not buying Rodrigo. I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. You think a Brazilian is leaving Real Madrid for Arsenal? No. These Brazilians love being in Spain.
But
They love it.
we
They
got
love being at
Ozil,
Barcelona.
guys.
If Ozil was Brazilian, he would have stayed. He would have stayed.
If Ozil
Simple
had
as that.
better options of clubs to go to, he wouldn't have gone Arsenal.
Exactly. And if Arsenal weren't stupid, they would have got Fabregas and Ozil. So there you go.
No. They had a buyback clause
Yeah.
on Cesc. They had a first refusal, and what's his name? Wenger said no because they had Santi Cazorla, and Santi Cazorla is a bowler. But imagine Santi and Cesc and Ozil.
Yeah, like the opponent's not getting the ball at that point. Wenger, I like Wenger, but he made some stupid decisions. I think our goalie goes and that's our big sell, and then the rest of the fodder goes. Fairs, yeah, I forget Martinez is linked away, but I haven't seen anyone move for him. Not good for YouTube, unfortunately. Fairs.
Man United is the only ones linked for him, and they don't have money, or they have money but they refuse to sell, or they want to sell before they spend, or whatever bullshit's going on in Man United. I don't know.
Man United can't sell anyone. They can't sell Rashford. They can't sell Garnacho. They don't even want to sell Højlund. They can't sell their only option is selling Kobe Mainu, and that's the stupidest thing you can do. They think Amad Diallo is the GOAT. Who else can't they sell? Lindelof went on a free this summer. He's only just left. Luke Shaw is still there. We're going into 25-26 season where Luke Shaw is still a football player. He's still a football player. The guy should be another one, yeah. That's on like. Okay, we said a lot of players should be like on Foot Asylum. I think he should be on MasterChef, Luke Shaw. Maybe it's not a good idea because he might eat all the fucking food, but at the same time, it's an option.
Luke Shaw should be playing Baller League.
Luke Shaw in Baller League makes sense. It makes sense. Troy Deeney was in Baller League. Troy Deeney has had more of a career than Luke Shaw has.
Luke Shaw should be playing in Angry Ginger's team is United, right? Luke Shaw should be playing there.
Yeah.
Play Baller League,
Luke Shaw should be on the Kosh podcast. Like, so the guest on one of the random podcasts where you just get the ex-pros on to tell their stories. He should be on a high-performance podcast with Jake Humphries. Like that man. Like.
Luke Shaw should. Do you think he'd be able to be a guest on Filthy, being interviewed? Do you think that would work, or do you think that would have to go for From My Left?
I don't think he can make either of those. I don't think he can make either of those. I can't lie. I don't think he'd be a good fit for either of those pods.
Yeah, fair.
He's not like a player of culture. In my opinion.
Wait for the Madueke interview on Filthy. Can't wait.
See that would bang though. That Madueke interview would bang.
Madueke, a Sancho interview, a Rashford interview.
Yep.
Yeah, we need that, bro.
Like he's not like Luke Shaw isn't like John Arne Riise. He's not cultured. Like he's not like one of that. He's not like Emil Heskey. Yeah. He's not like anyone that's been on Filthy. He's not. Even Matt Jarvis was interviewed on From My Left. Matt Jarvis is a man of culture. He's not Matt Jarvis.
Yeah, Luke Shaw's not like a Declan Rice where it would work. Yeah,
Declan Rice would work. Yeah,
Declan Rice on Filthy. Hey, how long do you think into that interview it would take for someone to put a durag on Declan Rice?
Be straight away. Big up Joey, bro. Big up Joey. Make sure you subscribe to Joey, people. Congrats on 1K as well, bro.
Congrats, Joey. What do you think before they even start? Before even Lippy does the intro? You think Steve will put a durag on him?
No. The joy is, what will happen? Yeah, Lippy will be introing the video and like What's up, guys? We've got a special guest. And then Steve-O's like, you know what? I've got a story about Declan. I've got a story. I've got a story about Declan. He was a fan of me before I was a fan of him. It's like, fucking hell, Steve-O, shut up, man. Straight away, I've got a story about Declan. Okay, mate, that's a cool story, bro. Cool story. This guy, man, he took over that Ola Aina interview, man. Fucking hell.
Because the thing is, Steve-O works but you gotta.
You have you need a Tigo next to Steve-O.
Not even just that. That Ola Aina interview was still back when, because Filthy are a lot more like, I guess, stable now post Tigo. But that Ola Aina interview was too close to the Tigo departure, bro. It was too much, too much of a mess.
No,
it was back in their David Moyes era.
Good.
No, not even Van Gaal. That was David Moyes era, bro. Too much.
Yeah, that was when Rio was 36, just before the famous picture QPR where he's standing like that next to the stadium in Loftus Road and stuff.
It's when they bought Fellaini and David Moyes is showing clips of Jagielka defending.
This guy is he never gets criticized for this shit, man. He's so dumb. We're going into next season with the same team that pretty much bowled the FA Cup semi-final. Still no right back, a goalkeeper that respects teams done, and only someone backup goalie. Fuck, like that's why he's not looking forward to the season. Fair enough, but I can understand that because Unai Emery's a good coach, but he can only do so much. I'll be so real. Still kept my PS2 chip to play all the old fighting games. Fairs. I haven't seen my PS2 in years. I don't even think I have it anymore. So I would love to play with the old PS2 and Xbox and have the old games and shit. I still want us to get an Indian in the Prem. That's so random. Hey, if we get an Indian in the Prem, yeah, I'm gonna have the biggest agenda ever. Like I'm just
now you're gonna claim them. Crazy.
Oh, shut up, man. I'm gonna literally, like, I don't care. He can have the biggest stink in the world. I wouldn't care. I'm still going to champion him. Like we don't have an Indian in the Prem, bro. We do not have one Indian in the Prem.
No matter what, no matter what he looks like, you do know anytime he has a stinker, I'm just gonna, the troops meme. I'm gonna use a picture of you. I'm gonna use your picture.
Fuck's sake. Nah, man, I swear to God, if it's a half white, half Indian, I'm cooked, man. I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked.
And you better make sure he's not short as well. Or make sure he's not short.
Oh, for fuck's sake. It's like, bro, you got Alessandro fucking Indian, and it's just, you can just have my picture, bro. It's a long day. Thing is, probably don't know what the issue is. We don't know if it's our director of football being useless or if it's still PSR, if our manager thinks the squad is fine, but it's not, when it's fully not yet. I personally think it is just PSR because I don't think Monchi and Emery would be happy with the current state of the squad. We know what Monchi's like. We know what Emery's like. He's been active in the past. It's just with the way PSR is now. If it wasn't before that, you'd be just as active now. And you guys like doing deals under the radar sometimes as well, where nobody even reports it. They keep it quiet. And bang, Aston Villa have got the player. Like deals happen quick at Villa.
Because a Gibbs White would be something that Villa would do.
Oh,
especially to replace Morgan Rogers. So I think you're just waiting for a sale or two to get money to be able to spend, so you can beat PSR. I think that's it. But then again, Chelsea, like we were probably waiting for Rogers so that you guys get desperate enough so we don't really have to pay too much, and then you guys can take Jackson. So
get Jackson. Do you know who I reckon? A couple years, 2 years. If he's at Saudi, innit? If he wasn't at Saudi, 2 years. You know that Bono guy, the Moroccan.
Yeah.
2 years. Like if you can't get like a goalkeeper that's like really expensive right now, just 2 years.
Oh, the goalkeeper Bono,
then you could get like a Lucas Chevrolet or whatever his fucking name is, the little guy or whatever he's been.
Actually, not even him.
Kova from Leverkusen.
Because he'd be cheap because he plays in the South African League. Ronan Williams, he's a quality goalkeeper. He was brilliant last AFCON. He was brilliant at AFCON before that too. He plays for Sundowns. Is
Oh,
it
okay.
Malawi or I don't know how to say the team's name, but he plays for Sundowns in South Africa. He plays for the South African national team. He's a quality goalkeeper. He won the African Goalkeeper of the Year. He just won it. So I think someone should just take a punt on him. He can play out the back as well. He's a brilliant shot stopper. I just think if you're gonna sell Martinez, you can bring him in. He'd be cheap as well, and then they give you more money to spend on the rest of the problem areas in your squad.
Yeah, that's a shot. Then that's a shot. Like I feel like more teams need to stop doing the whole big name thing. Like if you could find someone that's like in some of these leagues that are actually really good in tournaments, like I'm not saying go for all the players all the time, but if they've generally shown a bit of quality and consistency throughout the whole tournament rather than just a couple moments, and it's worth taking a punt. Like I know people like, oh, not everyone in the tournament does well, but if you look at Brentford with Damsgaard, for example, this guy was signed a few years after he actually shined in the Euros in 2021, but he was really good in Euros, and nobody really took a punt on him. But he was at, I think, Sampdoria, or it was one of them teams in Italy. But Damsgaard's a good player. That's someone actually. If it wasn't Gibbs White, Villa would have Damsgaard. Villa would have Damsgaard by now. That would be a quality replacement. I think he's really good. I would love Damsgaard at West Ham, but obviously,
Bro,
that ain't realistic.
and then it's a shame Villa can't spend because and then Buemo, I think he'd want to go to Villa over Man United.
The only reason why I don't think so is because he denied Newcastle for Man United. And it makes sense to go
You don't think
Newcastle over
Emery?
Man
You don't
United.
think Emery could convince him?
I think he's just set on Manchester United because think about it. If he wanted to go to another club, like maybe not an Arsenal, but a Tottenham or Newcastle would have got him by now.
Fairs.
We don't have a single one. Need to invest some food. Oh, Jesus Christ. I feed a few thousand of them, then get them playing football somewhere, and after a few years, bring them and offer 200 rupees a month. Jesus Christ. Fuck's sake, Wolf. Fuck's sake, Wolf, man. We would save cheapskate son of a money as well. It would, to be fair. Just
Wait,
buy an
who was
Indian.
that? Who's that
They
comment?
talk about buying an Indian.
No, but who made that comment?
Wolf.
Oh, Wolf. Hey, clean your room, bro.
Nah. Nah, he would be shot on MasterChef if he cooked the chicken. It would be stuck on the left wing, getting sorted out the pack. Fuck's sake! Fuck's sake! Big up 300 every single time as well. It's an amazing idea. I can't believe no one has done that already. Wasn't Michael Chopra in the Premier League? Is he part Indian?
Name's Chopra.
No, but Chopra. Like, I don't think Chopra was an Indian name, to be honest.
You don't know your own heritage. Crazy.
Brilliant. There's a few in the championship. We should just find one just so we're the only club with an Indian. Hey, fuck it, man. You'll never sing that sort of thing. Only club with an Indian, you'll never sing that. Like, I'm here for it, man. It would also save wages on one of the current cooks in a club. Fuck's sake.
The racismo would be crazy.
Oh yeah, all the fucking 50p jokes. Oh, fuck's sake. Every single time.
£1 fish, £1.
That doesn't help as well because £1 fish performed at West Ham like half time.
Did he? Oh wow.
Yeah, I was
Wait,
actually
what?
at that game. He performed at half time.
He performed what at half time?
£1 fish. And then he got deported.
At the London Stadium.
No, at Upton Park. Upton Park. I was at that game. I saw £1 fish play live. Fuck's sake. Thoughts on Leicester City's new manager? Oh, Cifuentes. He did well at QPR, but I'm not sure if he's the right manager to get someone promoted yet. He left on gardening leave to go West Brom. I think Leicester could do much better in terms of a manager trying to get them promoted, but they should have a big enough squad to get themselves promoted. Like Fatawi's going to come back injured, recover, and have a good second half of the season or whatever. For Leicester, and probably get them promoted. Mavadini's still going to be there. Elkinis will probably leave, but they're not going to lose many players, so they'll probably still get promoted. But I think if they get promoted with Cifuentes, they're going to be in the same position and get relegated again. Big up Musty every single time. Honestly, if this whole SCR and PSR thing is still here next season, clubs affected need to threaten to quit from the league because how are you going to progress? It's a rocky situation because like they're gonna have to change the rules eventually. They're gonna have to change the rules eventually, else teams can't spend the way they should be spending. Anyway, I'm Toddler. I haven't heard of the new Leicester manager yet. Cifuentes. Yeah, he was at QPR. And he did tail off at the end, Cheelan. Big up Cheelan. He did tail off. He's half Indian. Yeah, Chopra's half Indian. I don't count half Indians as Indians. Why am I not Indian, bro? I'm taking a piss. Prime, don't do that. For the people that get offended easily, I like
What did
Indians.
I do?
You went like this. But when I said, am I not Indian, bro? Like, I saw that, bro. Allow it. Live on stream.
What?
I thought Rude should have stayed. He has a good player IQ, and their problem wasn't the managers, is the board and that useless defense they have. Like, what finds is their best defender somehow. Yeah, what finds and Vestergaard, like that can work in a championship. Just invest in some centre backs. Like, to be fair, their best centre back is Caleb Bacoli. Their best centre back is Caleb Bacoli, to be fair, but he wasn't really playing him enough. I think Rude is a good manager, but it was always a sinking ship at Leicester. But I also didn't want him at West Ham either. Sort of further that. Wow, Elijah, brilliant. But Joel, we were speaking about like Chelsea sales and stuff. Like, who do you actually think you're going to be able to sell in this summer? Like, who do you reckon you're going to finesse? Like sell. Like, is Chilwell leaving? You reckon?
Linked to Villarreal. Just funny because he was linked to Villa when the window began. What looks like he's going to go Villarreal. Jackson gone and Kunku gone. I have no idea what's happening in Mudryk. His number is stripped, so whatever happens with him happens with him. So that's 3. We're gonna sell Leslie Oguchukwu, which I actually rate him. I think he's a quality midfielder, and he's more than good enough to play in the Prem for a top side. But because we have Caicedo, Enzo, Lavia, and now Santos, it doesn't make sense keeping him. Even though he's also better than that Usugu guy that we bought, but whatever. KDH, I don't know. I don't think we're trying to force KDH out per se, but I think if bids come in for him, we'll sell. Chilwell we're trying to get rid of. I think he'll leave late in the window. Same with Sterling. But it seems like we just seem to have like a lot of players where, like for example with Jackson, where we said, oh, we're not trying to sell and it's 100 mil, but if a price comes in that we want, that's good, we will get rid of him. Chelsea early in the window, we bought the Lap and João Pedro. The striker market is kind of meh. Teams need strikers. They'll come in for Jackson and Nkunku. We played it very smart. They'll come in for our guys.
Yeah, I'm curious to know where Chilwell and Sterling are going because they're on high wages, I'm pretty sure. And they're English and they're not really... Their stocks are so low right now. I genuinely think Sterling should go QPR. I'm half joking and I'm half not. Like, Sterling should actually just go to QPR and just go Northwest and try not to, get killed. That's it. Like, with Ben Chilwell, I reckon he should retire and just do another job, if I'm being so honest. I don't rate him. But, like, just do something else or go back to Leicester.
Ben Chilwell, you should go... I mean, Palace don't want to sign you. Go Brentford.
Fucking hell. The poor Brentford fans, man. Losing Thomas Frank and getting Ben Chilwell. Oh, my God.
Or go Burnley, because they just signed Kyle Walker, so they probably want old fullbacks. So
he's not even that old, is he?
I don't care.
To be fair, Chilwell Walker is such a Burnley fullback, a set of fullbacks when you think about it. Such a Scott Parker back four if I've ever seen one. Overrated and shit. If you are 50-50, can you just choose what you are? I'm not too sure, mate. I kind of class myself. I class myself as both Indian and English. So it's just I know because I just grew up with both my parents just around me in it. So it's like, and when you're in like a multicultural like neighborhood and shit, it's like you don't really identify as one race anyway.
So you
Like,
grow
so
up as you consider yourself Indian and English, but you want to try and claim Uganda for AFCON. Crazy.
I claim Uganda because my family was born there, and Kenya. But I have to keep it short because no pun intended, because I am short. Like, because people just like, oh, where are you from? I'm half Indian, half English. I can't just keep explaining that heritage and shit. Like, it just takes too long, because then people get confused. So do you think I know by now? Unless they're getting points deduction, I think they're getting away with it. I think they're just getting fined, and they'll be fined in
Points
the
deduction.
championship.
Why?
They breached some financial stuff like a couple of seasons ago, and it was like being investigated whilst they were in the Premier League. They were actually meant to get points deduction in the Prem, but then the thing got delayed for another season. So Southampton and Ipswich fans were just looking forward to Leicester getting points deduction, but I think they've got away with it because they've like mishandled their finances so poorly over the past couple of years, like just giving players like big wages, not being able to sell. I'm pretty sure that transfer window where they bought. This was when like they were in the Europa League that last season with Napoli, and they bought like Vestergaard, Samare. They got Lookman on loan and didn't fucking play him. I can't remember who else they got, but they got them players in that window, and I think it just messed them up. Which was stupid because they signed Lookman on loan, didn't play him, but they needed a right winger that whole time. And people were still cussing out Lookman. That's the season where I wanted Ademola Lookman as well, and West Ham decided, you know what, we're going to get Vlasic and not play him, and we're going to get Alex Krau and not play him. And the only players that we're actually going to buy that does anything is Ariola and Zuma. It's like, no attackers. Okay, cool. Ben Rama and Fornals. Time to play on the left. I bet Sterling goes Saudi or USA. I don't think Sterling wants to move abroad, though, because he's got family settled. Unless he doesn't Zaha, where he's just like, nah, you're coming with me whether you like it or not, sort of thing. And Zaha's been living in a suitcase for the past 3 years. He's gone Turkey, America, and France all in one. But he's in America now with Charlotte FC. Maybe he goes to America. But he probably doesn't go Saudi. But where else would he even go? Maybe he just trains on under 21s for the rest of his fucking life at this point. We could probably get Sterling cheap if we wanted to. Has he really sunk that far now? We need a winger that could cover our wings. Wolf, I wouldn't take Sterling at West Ham. I wouldn't take Sterling at West Ham. I think he would have, first of all...
he's a West Ham fan.
Yeah, Wolf's a West Ham fan.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
no, I would not take Sterling. He has sunk that far. It'll be like having like an English Ben Brahma right now with the way he plays. No, I'm not even taking a fucking piss. He plays like Ben Brahma.
Sterling can't pick out a pass.
Yeah, neither can Ben Brahma. It'd be like having an English Ben Brahma without the penalties. Because Sterling can't take penalties. I didn't know you were part Indian. Would have skipped that whole Indian conversation. I don't care, bro. You can say what you want to an extent. But like, yeah, I mean, all this assumptions about me being that part of Asia. I'm a different part of Asia, bro. I'm a different part of Asia. It is what it is. And speaking of Lookman, by the way, all these people that fucking slept on Ademola Lookman, this guy is about to go to Inter Milan, bro. I wanted this guy 4 years ago at West Ham. He should have had a big, big move by now. He had another great season with Atalanta. He outplayed Leverkusen, a team that were about to win the treble unbeaten, and duppied them. Him and Skamaka up front doing bits. And then what? Now he's going Inter. Potentially. The fuck is wrong with you people, man? You might need to watch football. It's about the same thing I said about Ole Einar, and look what he's doing now.
Hey, I told people about Lookman last summer, but big up Pels. Big up my fellow world champ.
Hey, Pels, the chat's been wondering where you've been for the past couple of weeks as well, so it's good to see you back.
Too easy. Never mind. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, listen, Arsenal fans told me last summer that Sterling's better than Lookman, and that's not.
Oh, Sterling better than Lookman. Fucking hell. I know we give Arsenal fans shit. I still don't think they get enough shit for the stuff they say, man. Sterling over Lookman. No. It's not the fucking Sterling, Sane, Aguero, Sterling anymore, man. This is the Sterling where it's got the "You Blow My Mind" song in the background where they play all the washed players, bruv. That's the Sterling we're seeing now. That's the Sterling we're seeing now. Would you take Ashley Young at West Ham as depth? Not taking a piss, but can play at left back and left wing. Premier experience is free. We don't need a left back, and he hasn't played left wing since he was at Aston Villa and early Fergie days at Man United. So no, and he's 40 years old. You need pace to play on the right. You need pace to play at fullback. I know we need a right back depth, but I know his experience. But we need to literally lower the age of the squad, and he would probably double the age of the squad alone. So I probably would not take Ashley Young, to be completely honest. Lol, why is the chat so obsessed with me? They were just wondering. Where you was. To be fair, I think Charlie put in the chat. I think Musty or someone put in the chat.
Did someone else not put in the chat? Someone else not put in the chat?
I don't know what you're referring
to. Max is being slow again. Never mind. I'll explain backstage.
No, I think I've only just got it. Never mind. All right, never mind. Fucking hell. But nah, man. Like I swear, like I have stocks in footballers, and they like always end up like 2-3 years later, end up actually proving me right. Like Anthony Robinson's another one. They always end up at Fulham or Forest for whatever reason. But it's like Ola Aina, Anthony Robinson, Lookman, all these players, like Harrison Reed, bro.
Gordon's one of mine. I wanted him when he was at Everton. Chelsea wanted to bid 60 million. Chelsea fans were saying that, oh, he's not good. Why are we trying to bid for him, guys? Well, he's a baller.
I'll be real. I didn't even like him at Everton, but at Newcastle, he proved me wrong.
I did. Wrong, man. I saw the potential. Tonali. I've been telling people about Tonali for years, bro. For fucking years. I wanted him in 21 after winning the Champions League. You know.
It's annoying, man. It's annoying when you see something in certain footballers and it's just like, nah, he's shit, mate. What, because he's not a fashionable name? No, I don't understand. If Somerville wasn't at West Ham, you'd see the Somerville that everyone knows. He's just injured right now. But if West Ham end up being an okay team at least, which I hope is the bare minimum, I would love us to be just a great team instead of just being a fucking okay team. But if Somerville comes back and he does well, safe to say I told everyone. Because I've been rating Somerville before we signed him, but I was so happy when we did. I want this guy to thrive. He's another one. Harry Wilson's another one as well. Harry Wilson and David Brooks, they were basically the same player at Bournemouth. But they're both good players. Iraola ended up integrating David Brooks in the back end of last season. Like he did really well. These are footballers that they're just technically sound. They're not anything that they don't overdo it. Keep it ticking type players. Honest and hard working players. But they've also got technical ability. That's important. But it's because they're not fashionable. It's a bit different. But speaking of like wingers and stuff as well, like I said this to you and Alfie back like yesterday. Man United and Brandon Weber. Now you'd like to think that when you're this invested into a transfer target, you get closer and closer. They've got further and further away in valuations. I've not seen a transfer saga like this, where it's pretty much like the player wants you. I know you're broke. You're meant to be closer by now. But David Ornstein put that they're further and further away in negotiations. And right at the end of the Brentford, like all the players coming back video, Brandon Buemo's right there. That was done on purpose, right at the end. Because Man United fans are watching. Brandon Buemo is not refusing to train at Brentford. After everything they've done for him, he's not doing it. He's not that type of person. He's not got an attitude. He just scores goals and keeps his mouth shut. That's all he does. He wants to move to you guys, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to throw a strop. Do you reckon Man United end up getting him, Robbo? Do you reckon they finesse some funds?
I think they just have to pay the valuation. I don't know what it is, because when you say Man United don't have money, Flawless says this about United, that there's always reports every year that Man United don't have money, and yet we're still able to spend on players and stuff. Man United were the biggest club in the world. We print money, yada yada yada. The spiel Man United fans always give about how big they are.
Mm.
So I don't know if it's that they don't have money or they do have money and they just don't want to spend it, or they need to sell to buy in order to spend. Which either one of those cases, you're fucked. If you do have money but you don't want to spend it, then you might as well not have money in the first place. But if you can only sell to buy, but your players don't have a market in which to sell for, because say what you know about Chelsea and Jackson is shit and QQ shit, the Wake shit. Say what you want, the sassy shit. We have a market at Chelsea. Chelsea as a club, we've been climbing and doing well the last even under Poch, the back end of the season, we finished well, finished fifth. Last season, the season just finished now. We finished fourth, won Conference League, won the Club World Cup. We're in a good moment. Our players are still relatively young, relatively like Madueke is still at an age where whether you rate him or not is different, but there's still talent there, there's still potential there. All these buzzwords. He's marketable, Madueke. He's an English international, played for a top 6 club, contributed to us reaching our aims, winning trophies. Madueke and Jackson have both shown, for example, that they can play in the Champions League because they finished fourth. They've won a European trophy. They've shown that. With someone like Rashford, who's on the I think Rashford clubs would probably want to buy him if his wages wasn't a lot, which Jackson and Madueke are not on a lot of wages at Chelsea. And just the whole mess surrounding United and Rashford and the whole thing of he's completely washed, he's finished, you can get nothing out of him. Like, people think when it comes to players that it's all just about your ability. No. A lot of things comes into what makes your price tag. Yeah. And Rashford, Garnacho, they're on the decline, not just in terms of their ability, but just in terms of the whole thing around them. Anthony actually had a great loan spell at Betis, got them to a final. So he could probably go for good money. And Betis, to be fair, want to try and buy him if they can rake up enough money to buy him. But the difference between Chelsea and Man United is that we're not in the same... We have different things going for us. For a while, we can get 52 for Madueke, and you guys can't get money for... You guys can't get that 52 for Garnacho. Even though people will say Garnacho and Madueke are of the same ability, or Garnacho's better, fine. But there's a reason why. You guys could have got that in January. Chelsea and Napoli were both in for him. 60 mil. You could have. Big up, Steve. You could have, but you guys wanted to be greedy and want more. Now Napoli have signed Noah Lang, so they've got their winger sorted. Chelsea, we've signed Jamie Gittins, and João Pedro can also kind of play out there on the wing. We're also trying to go for another forward who can kind of play on the left half space 10 sort of area, which doesn't suit Garnacho. The market you once had for Garnacho, where you tried to be too selfish, is gone. Whereas for Chelsea, even though the thing came out of saying we want 100 mil, that's his price tag for Jackson. If money comes in for Jackson, like 50 something, we'll accept. We said for Madueke we want 50 mil or more. Arsenal bid 52, we accepted quickly. Because we saw what was happening with Alanga and Kudus. We wanted at least a base minimum. They gave us over that. We accepted. We didn't bother haggling about. Because Arsenal, maybe one day they'll come to their senses and try and have some standards. I won't buy them. So we just accepted it and got it done. We didn't haggle around. And that's just the difference. Like, are you willing to take a loss on a lot of these players just to get them gone? Sancho, it looks like you're trying to buy out his contract just to get him gone. Like, even though you could... I don't know. Just United are just a fucking mess. And just people still don't realize that. People just want to have hope that Amorim's going to fix everything. But, nah.
I can't believe if Ineos are like big losers. Because Amorim should be sacked by now. Amorim, in fact, should have been hired before he was actually hired. He should have been hired last summer when he had a pre-season. He's gonna have a pre-season now, so cool. He's gonna leave himself with more rope to hang himself with. But also, he should be sacked by now, based on the Europa League final alone. But also their league position, they haven't upgraded since. Also, Cheetah says the price for Mbemba is 70 million. You'd have wasted too much time trying to negotiate a deal, pay it, or go for another target. Exactly, and that's what clubs should be doing. I haven't seen John Arias, by the way. I've not seen what he's like, but I've heard good things. With the thing is with Brian Mbemba and Manchester United and just Ineos, just in general, they don't. I have a feeling they're just that tight. We've seen it with Nice. They never had a good reputation at Nice, regardless. So I don't know what made people think they could go to a more reputable league with a way more reputable club and run a decent structure there. They're not. Just because you hired the right technically the right footballing people, that doesn't mean you're going to finesse anybody to get some gems. You haven't done that. You signed the odd player that's decent, the odd player that's shit, like you always have, like you always will. You're not spending any money now. I don't see them selling any players anytime soon. We're in the 16th of July. They are not going to be active anytime soon. They're not going to develop their squad. They genuinely need 11 players minimum. I'm not even taking a piss. They need 11 players minimum. Their squad needs to be completely folded. They've got players that are genuinely viruses. Many of them. I never got the people that were complimenting Ineos on what they were doing. Like, what the fuck did they do of note? Like, they've done fuck all. They've done nothing of note where you can actually give them any form of credit. And I don't see them being one of them owners that are proactive and are going to sign the players before most other big clubs do, before more other big clubs address them, because that's how they should be signing players. Like, addressing certain profiles and being there before other clubs, and use your leverage, use your name, use your reputation, use what you're known for to really go out there and go and get the players that other people want already. That's how it should be. But Man United don't do that. Man United don't do that. And Sergeant Ratcliffe, I've said this before, Ineos are the face of what the Glazers are doing, because the Glazers are still there. People forget this. The Glazers are technically still there. They haven't left. They've not left there. It's not like they've completely left. It's just Ineos is the face of it. He's not a spokesperson, Ratcliffe. They have someone that could go and, quote unquote, speak to the media as an indirect way of speaking to the fans, and they have communication now. This is all bullshit. This is all just a typical PR scam. Ineos is just the face of what they're doing. And they don't do fuck all. Still bothers me we didn't get Duran, could have finally had a striker with pace. I hear that. But I don't know, man. This is typical West Ham. It's typical West Ham. Only way Rashford leaves is if he halves his wages at another club. Yeah, and even then, I don't know what club that would be, because he's twerking for Barcelona. But are Barcelona going to get him? They might still get him, because Luis Diaz might be going to Bayern. Nico Williams is staying, so you never know. He might be able to get his move. I don't actually know how many years Rashford has left on his contract as well. And yeah, Steve, I'll redirect. Don't worry about it. He won't leave as he's on city wage at Man United. Yeah, nobody's gonna he might not even half his wage. It's the same with Sancho, isn't it? Same with Sancho. Smash the likes, Ratchet's Hose. Make sure to smash the likes, people. If we're not on 20 likes already, it is a disgrace. Arias was at the Club World Cup with Fluminense, a good player, more of a winger, but can play as a wide forward. Have you watched this Arias guy at Fluminense Prime? Because Wolves are going to get him. And Deck's a Wolves fan, so he wanted to know what the Arias guy was like. I don't know whether you watch much Fluminense in the Club World Cup.
We played them in the semi-final, but I don't remember him.
The left winger. Because I don't really know much about him.
I don't remember him.
Fair enough. Chelsea have
I was
gone crazy
on Chelsea.
Fair enough. Chelsea have gone crazy buying young players. The good thing about buying them is they still have a lot of potential. If you need to sell on and you just keep the ones that work out. Yeah, no, I hear that. That's what I want us to do by the tighter budget, of course. Yeah, unfortunately, that's never going to happen with Sullivan, but I want us to do that as well. Question for you, Mike. Rashford, Sancho, and Garnacho on loan. Pick one of reasons why. Big up, Damien. The reason why I say Sancho is because I think he's the best suited towards us, but also his whole game is based on combination play. And I think, for example, let's say Paquetá was to stay, for example, and let's say he's cleared, he's in the right mindset to play football. He's a perfect type of player to combine with. I would never in a million years take Garnacho because it's like I just think he's useless. I think Rashford does have some use, and he could have a new lease of life at another club. But I think Sancho is the most likely to come to West Ham and enjoy his football and find a new lease of life here rather than a Rashford or Garnacho. But also, I think he would be best suited towards the current players that we have already. Like, I think he could work really well with the players we have already. He's good at like being creative down the wing. He just doesn't shoot enough. That's his only problem for me. I think he works better with a striker, which he did work good before cricket Dortmund, but I'm not even basing it off that. If West Ham were to get a striker, which we know the history of West Ham getting a striker already, it's never been the right fit for the right manager or the right fit for the right environment, or they've just not been good enough. However, you want to perceive it with certain targets. For me, I would take Sancho for those reasons. I think Rashford does have some use, but I prefer Sancho towards this sort of squad. But with Garnacho, I would not take him at any form of team, any form of style of play whatsoever. If you would have gotten Duran, he wouldn't show up to training, so you still have no striker. I mean, he was doing all of this, wanted to come to West Ham, allegedly. But I think we would have been fine with him, but it's just like West Ham was shit, so he wouldn't have got any service, and people would have blamed Duran. People would have blamed Duran anyway, and it wouldn't have been his fault, probably. How's that look, medical? You're talking about me, bruv. That link was a fucking. Oh my god, that made me laugh. West Ham linked to
Wait.
Lookman
When were you linked to Lookman?
a couple of weeks ago, but it was a faulty source. Oh, it just made me laugh. I don't want Lookman too expensive, no sell-on value. I hear the sell-on value thing, but like he'd be a significant upgrade on what we have.
Why do you need sell-on value for whatever? Man?
I don't think any left winger to play for us benefits from. Oh no, I think any left winger to play for us benefits from Malik Diouf's pace, physicality, and work rate. I think he's going to allow anyone playing ahead of him to stay forward more. Definitely. Like the way he plays, he seems to be very balanced from just what I've read about him and what like the little like highlight bits you see. I've never watched the guy, unfortunately, but he seems to be one of them left backs that's like very physical, but also can start a counter attack and could combine with players. And he'd be a very good Emerson replacement. And he's younger as well. And that would take up for the fact that Emerson's leaving.
So what happens with what's his name? What happens with
Skulls?
Yes.
Competition. He's got a new number. He's still part of the plans. He's got a new
what's
squad
his new
number.
number?
30 something. Because he was 57 before. So he went up. So it's good. And it's someone that Ollie Skulls can learn. I said this yesterday. It's someone that Ollie Skulls can learn from in terms of Diouf is 20, but he's experienced. Skulls is similar age, but he's not experienced. Because people would be like, looking at a 20-year-old and think, how can he learn off a 20-year-old? You could learn off someone that's played a lot of first-team football. Skulls has got a way to go, and his fan base turned on him because Salah had a good game against him. Like I even said in my match preview that Potter would be wrong for starting Skulls against Salah straight away. I think he's a good player. I think he could be even better. But you don't need to play him against Mohamed Salah in his first, not even full season of playing first-team football. And he did have a great game. But one bad game, it's just like, he didn't do well against Salah, guys. Like, for me, I don't care if you play in the academy, play at this club or whatever, you'll still hold court regardless, but one bad game against Salah. Okay, man. This fan base, man. Potter would use him at left back. He would, What, Lookman? Or are you talking just Diouf? Because we don't really play 3 in the back, which is wingers. Big up to Yasser every single time as well. Big up Yasser. I'd lean towards Rashford of the 3 personally, not the ideal profile, but like you said, Sancho doesn't shoot. Yeah, fair. I understand that. There's still 15 of you in here. Smash the
Who would I
likes, bro.
take in the way Chelsea play?
Probably be Rashford, didn't it? But then again, you've got a proper striker now, so Sancho would have been suited.
And Rashford's not even a striker.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think Sancho would have worked good with Pedro. Even though I'm still not going to be on a Pedro train just of yet, because I maintain that as a player outside of his transfer to Chelsea, he's never nailed down a position of what are you as a player. Because sometimes he played on the left, sometimes he played on the 10, sometimes he played up front. But if you can add that running in behind, then cool. You're actually a really good number 9. Like he did against PSG, because the way Palmer and him combined, really good. I think we need a left winger. I don't like how long Somerville's out. I don't want to start the season without one available. I agree, bro. I agree. Because Guilherme is more of a right winger, but right winger depth to Bowen. But I do like Guilherme. I think he can play both sides, but it would look kind of makeshift. I think we should go off that left winger as well. Pedro does look quality. What do you reckon? Pedro and Delap is good enough to title challenge?
Yeah, I think I need a goalkeeper, a top goalkeeper.
Mm.
I would like a top centre back to come in to partner Cole, like a Hinchampe, and we're linked to another forward that we're bringing in. However, when I look at the signings I've wanted, well, I say forward, like a left winger, a forward attacker. When I look at what I wanted going into the summer and the signings we bought, João Pedro I didn't watch at Brighton, and the Lap was not on my list. It wasn't in my top 3. I was so adamant about not wanting him. But they both fit our profile and what we want. And when I look at the players we've been linked to this summer, and we've got Jamie Gittins, again, fits what Maresca wants. We're finally using this great scout network we apparently have that's suited towards a particular system, which is something I've been so questionable about the last couple of under this ownership, that we've not had a particular style of play to build towards. Yeah, to be fair, he was top of your list, though. So I think we will still get Magnon. A top centre back to come in, I don't think so. But we will also get an attacker. So 2 out of that 3. Is it enough to challenge? Yes. Is it enough to win the league? No. Because I think just Liverpool are better than us. However, to go in the Champions League, yeah, because on our day we can just about beat anyone. So I'm not worried about anyone else in the Champions League. Not saying we'll win it or that we're even favourites, but I'm not worried about playing anyone.
You could win it though. You could like it's a cup competition. I feel like if Maresca plays like how he did against PSG, I'm not saying you have to play like that against every opponent, but what I mean is the intention to adjust whilst keeping your principles. Then you can definitely win the Champions League. It's a cup competition, and you guys do well cup competitions.
Yeah, my biggest problem is this fan base that just don't start booing at home after 10 minutes when we're still passing the ball. If we can actually get, because our players and the manager have shown when the world doubts us, they will deliver. Don't be part of the world that's doubting these players and this manager. If you don't rate the ownership because you're still xenophobic, then whatever, cool, I guess. But these players and the manager have deserved your backing. When you were saying, give me something to back, they have. They got top 4, you said, well, that was the expectation. They won a trophy, you said, oh, it's the Conference League, who cares? They've now won the Club World Cup that you guys are going to be parading for 4 years now. They've given you the benefit of the doubt, so back them. because people
That's
don't mention when we fell off, right, in December. People don't mention part of why we also fell off was because our fans just were not backing the team. Part of what makes so I noticed this with Arsenal when they started doing well with Arteta is the fact of the fans were all, for the most part, everyone was united behind the players. I remember they started the season well, the first year they challenged, and then they lost to Man United. And usually that's when Arsenal would have crumbled and fell apart. But they didn't, and they kept winning and they kept going. We need to show that where if we lose, even if we lose our opening game of the season against Palace, which, you know, don't let that be what says, oh, I told you Maresca was always a fraud. We fluked the Club World Cup. Get him gone. Like, don't come up with that bullshit narrative. Just actually defend this team to rivals. That's why people still don't rate our players, because our own fans don't rate them. So why should you, as a rival who don't watch us, rate them? That's why people still think Declan Rice is the best DM in this league. He's not. And that's not even due to him. That's due to how Arteta's using him. Like, just get behind the players.
And
man.
why were your fan base arguing on Twitter the other day? What did I miss?
When?
Like yesterday.
OVO.
What did it? Is it purely OVO? Because your big accounts are making paragraphs and shit.
Oh, maybe it was because of these big accounts have been doing fear mongering about Chelsea since this ownership, and talking about. I'm assuming this is it. They're talking about like, you know how Jimmy has been doing these streams now, trying to call out the BS amongst Chelsea fans and fans in general.
Streams.
Yeah, who have been doubting Chelsea and stuff like that. So you've got big accounts who are like celebrating this Club World Cup win and stuff and trying to sneak back onto this side when they were the ones who were saying Maresca out and trying to hate on every single thing the manager and the ownership were doing. Like, I'm critical of the ownership, I have been, but I've also said when they first got appointed, let's give them a few years to see, because it takes time to make change. Okay, yeah. Mellon said this. The Chelsea fan base, our word, Pies was mad saying the Club World Cup held no dopamine in comparison to player transfers. What? Yeah, okay, he can, whatever.
Oh, okay, first.
No one,
Pies got kicked out of the party, crashed out, and literally posted PS. Literally that.
Yeah, no one cares what Cream Pies has to say.
Cream pies is crazy. Hey, how was that the first time I've heard that? How was that the first time I've heard estrogen bars?
I'm king of slander names.
Yeah, your fan base argue every day. I didn't realize how bad it was until I knew this many online Chelsea fans.
We are bro. We are. People are lucky I'm a Chelsea fan. Because if I wasn't a Chelsea fan, I'd crash on this fan. I'd treat this fan base worse than I treat Arsenal fans. Honestly, I would. I hate Chelsea.
Fairs, man. Fairs. I hear that. Because you know what it is? I hate online fans. And what I mean by online fans is Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Hide your name behind either. These people are such spasticated people, yeah. And what I mean by this is like they make like an alternative version of the club's badge via their fucking account name, West Ham Central. Like, and they'll use that as their profile picture. Not your fucking fat mongering face. You put your fat face on your profile picture and say things with chest. All your chins need to be on there.
And those will be the same people that will attack the likes of you or Lewis or Fatter or me or Jimmy for having an opinion and speaking on the club. Bro, it's so weird, man. Like, yeah. Like, even me, who some people will say I'm like pessimistic or negative or whatever. Going into the final, bro, I was so positive because I truly believed that we'd win. And I wasn't trying to hear any sort of like negativity and anything. Even towards Sanchez, I was like, bro, he's going to have a good game. I wasn't worried. Even though I should have been because I don't trust him. But I was like, no, I'm not worried. We're going to have a good game. We'll win. And people still trying to crash it and bend over and shake ass for PSG just to now try and celebrate it. Like, I'm not saying like you can't celebrate or whatever. I'm not trying to do that. But it's like, you don't try and act now as if you believed all along and that like you trust Maresca just for us to lose a game and then you'll just want him gone again. I can name certain names. Daniel Wilkinson. I can name names.
Who the
These
fuck
bitch
is
ass
that?
niggas, man. Oh, you know who Daniel is?
Oh, that Daniel. I didn't know that was his name. Oh, see, Wilco. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Actually, let
Sanchez
me not.
Defense
Yeah,
League.
no, man. What?
Sanchez Defense
Oh,
League.
I thought you said a different.
Nah, I don't know what he looks like, innit? So I don't know
Yeah.
whether he goes to that side.
Never mind.
So, hey,
But
Melon, this is true. This is true. But yeah, I modded you, Terrell. Watching Chelsea win another 100 million prizes as a prize is paid. And the money can be used for fucking transfers. People are very dumb. It's true. It's true. There's a fake account going around to me in the West Ham YouTube community. I find it hilarious. They're using it to piss people off. Hey, Damien, you're big time like that, yeah? That people use the fake accounts of you and that. You're big time. You're big time now, Damien. You're around in the West Ham community so much now that people are making fake accounts of you. I hear it, man. I hear it. I was worried about Sanchez, but fucking hell, he was good. I've never seen him play like that. I've never ever seen him play I don't think he ever will play like that ever again. But like, he stepped up. Fucking hell. Like, this guy was performing like a human, bro. I've never seen him perform like a human in my life. Not even for Brighton. And then there was this Brighton account. Like, I'm not gonna mention his name because he hides his face behind like football players. That used to he's like the biggest Brighton account. He used to like hype up like Sanchez every single time and be like, he always used to say like fuck De Zerbi for like benching Sanchez. And like, no, De Zerbi had like, as much as I don't rate De Zerbi that highly, De Zerbi cooked by playing Jason Steele over Sanchez, bro. Like, and Jason Steele was pretty much star man of Sunderland till I die. Like, that's how bad his career went, and he was still better than Sanchez. But for God, Sanchez, well, fair play. Fair play. Yeah, Pedro was really good. Best performance he's had in the Chelsea shirt. I mean, he's never going to play like that again, for sure. If he's the guy that owns the shops. Big up Terrell, bro. Big up Terrell. I trust the board with their transfers now. Most that I doubt do well here. Fez, do you agree with this, Prem?
I trust the board with chats. Sorry. Most that I doubt do well here. Yeah, well, I'm not this summer how we've moved so far with transfers. I like, so regardless of my opinion, I'm gonna see what we get with the rest of our signings because we're now signing talented players towards a particular ideology of playing, a way of playing. Whereas before, we were just signing a random player for the sake of signing random players. I didn't think Caicedo and Enzo could ever work together in midfield, in a two-man midfield anyway. I didn't think they could. And Maresca has shown to me that they can actually do it. They can work. So, as long as they're signing players tailored to what Maresca wants to do, which they have with Gittins, Pedro, and the lap, I'm not going to say, well, I want Rodrigo or Lookman, so if we don't sign those two forwards and we sign someone else, I'm going to crash out. No. I'm going to see what we do, what other like attacker or winger we get. I'm going to see if we sign a centre back or if we don't at all. I'm going to see what goalkeeper we get because I wanted to use Petrovic. Then we were linked to Magnon. Then we didn't sign Magnon. I still believe we'll end up signing him towards the end of the window. But I'm going to, like I said with Maresca winning this Conference League and stuff, or winning the Club World Cup and stuff, you've earned the benefit of the doubt. So if you sign someone, again, didn't watch Pedro, so I didn't know what to make of him. But the people who were telling me, people were saying a lot of good things about João Pedro. So I was like, cool, let's see. And he's impressed me so far. So you can have the benefit of the doubt and let's see what sort of players we go bring in. But if you keep Sanchez, we'll see.
Yeah. I maintain I need to see more João Pedro in a 9 before I say that he's a very good 9. He's a very good footballer. I've always liked watching the guy. But for me, like I need to see you running behind like you did against PSG for me to properly rate you, because like you never really look like a 9. You just look like a Gabriel Jesus region. You're really good on the ball. You can strike a ball better than Jesus. You can finish better than Jesus. Always has done, but and can shoot outside the box. Has the finesse trait. But as a number 9, I'm not too sure, because I've only really seen you 43-1, sometimes second striker, sometimes false 9, sometimes in the pockets from the left. You need to maintain a place now. And you've got a good coach, so you ain't got a fucking excuse, but you started really well against PSG for sure. And what was the other team? Was it Flamengo? I can't remember the team you guys played in the semis. I keep getting the fucking Brazilian teams mixed up.
Oh, Fluminense, we played in the semis.
Fluminense, yeah. Trusting football owners is like trusting the government.
Menon said something actually good here. The last no, it's the second last comment in the chat. No, if you scroll down to the bottom, yeah. The Lap is the striker that we always needed to compete with Jackson.
Yeah.
João Pedro just replaces Jackson entirely.
Yeah, and he's not like got in the head.
The Lap is like a Gabriel Jesus when City first bought him, but he can actually finish.
Fairs.
And he also has that dog in him as well that Jesus doesn't have. Jesus is a pussy.
Yeah, Jesus, like anyone's eyebrows that go like this, bro. That look like you're crying all the time. Like you look like SpongeBob, bro. I don't trust anyone like that, bro. I don't trust anyone like that. He just constantly dives all the time. It just constantly cries. It looks like he's about to cry all the time. Like you just want to like just get a fucking birthday candle and just put it in his fucking face, bro. I mean, the ones that don't get moved on stop playing. So yeah, fairs. Mike's been looking at centre forwards. I don't think anyone has it in them to replace the whole of my heart. Antonio is leaving. I fully hear you, bro. Like Antonio came to the end of what Antonio was, but because we're in a whole different era of West Ham, but we're in a just different space when it comes to needing a different type of player. I just want us to get whoever we get, they need to get it right. I want a striker with pace. I want someone that can run it behind. He is a sorry, I read that comment. I feel like Pedro and Palmer will work. I feel like they'll complement each other. Definitely.
Yeah.
From what I've seen so far, he has always been good at bringing in other players, to be fair to Pedro. And do you know what he might do? He might just make your wingers score like 15 goals or something, or one of your wingers score 15 goals instead of the striker scoring 15 goals. He might just get and it's gonna be like Firmino, but not Firmino, if you know what I mean. Like where it's like,
yeah,
the numbers aren't there, but he's so important.
Yeah, like João Pedro is like, if he only gets like 10 goals in the Prem, right? But his impact and his link up means other people are scoring more, which allows us to be a better team. Like Maresca said, he doesn't want just the one big striker getting 20, 30, 40, whatever goals. He wants to share the goals around the team, which makes you a better team.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm cool with that. Like, look, there'll be certain games where it could be like, say, the Lap up top, Pedro and João Pedro on the 10, Palmer say on the right, and then Gusto will overlap as a right winger, and then João Pedro and Palmer play like as twin 10s, and then in game it might switch to our front two with Palmer in the 10, and just look, I get what Maresca is like doing, and people will complain and say, "Who is Maresca improved? You can't see what Maresca is doing. He's been here a whole year. If you still can't see what we're trying to do, then maybe football is not the sport for you." I don't know.
Maresca, as few people think Arteta is, like what Arsenal fans think Arteta actually is. Whereas he is the project manager, but I've said this to Melon and I said this to Lewis. What I really like about Maresca is he's actually everything against what modern day managers are, which is, for example, he makes proactive substitutions. Second of all, he's good with game management when it comes to injury-prone players. He makes a tactical tweak when he sees something wrong, and he's adaptable when he makes the big step up to a bigger club. That's what you should be as a modern-day manager. If you're going to make the biggest step, You need to adjust. You have to keep your principles, but adjust a little bit. Don't get rid of everything that you were built on in your career, but just adjust a little bit. Have some form of pragmatism, but don't go full the other way. No one wants to see that. That's why Ten Hag never made it. That's why Arteta will never make it as someone who's jumped into Arsenal straight away and is still learning on the job. This is why De Zerbi will never make it as a top manager. Like, these certain managers, they can't do that. They can't do that. They don't know how to adjust in a big game situation. They don't want to win. They want to look good. They want to look good on their own CV. They don't want to win. That's the difference. Do you think we keep Paquetá, Max? I don't think we have a fucking choice, because unless a Brazilian team gets him, I think he'll be cleared, and I think he'll stay. I don't mind him staying either. To be honest with you, like, especially he pissed me off a little bit last season. But if he gets a permanent position in the deeper areas, I don't mind, because I actually think he's better in deeper areas. For me, when he goes so close to the 10 position, he is creative, and nobody can pick out a pass like him in our team. But he just rushes the ball too much. I think he's very good at setting the tempo. That's something we missed. Like, against Tottenham at home last season, he was really good, really, really good, and that's what I want to see more from him. I think he's a good player. Oh, fuck off, Melon, bro. Fuck off, bro. I'm like, use your fucking brain. Pause. We brought Jal from the beach, and he knocked out his childhood clubs with 2 bangers. Yeah, bro he looked so depressed at school. He looked so depressed at school against Fluminense. Paquetá's a set. No, Paquetá looks like he's just done a mad shit all the time. He has that face. He's a mouth breather. He just looks like he's done a shit. That's what he looks like all the time. He's got a horse face. He does look like a horse. Yeah, João Pedro is basically Jackson, but he doesn't post pictures of black and white Poch with bitch ass crying emojis on his story. He's without the antics. And hopefully João Pedro isn't moving to any OnlyFans models, because they'll probably be in school. Same as Xavi Simons has that crying face.
Actually, sorry, I'll let you go through the chat, but there's another topic.
Go.
Okay, so speaking of weirdness, did you see what Yamal turned 18 and he had a birthday party and he invited a bunch of little people?
Yeah, like, he duplicated Lisandro Martinez and bought 4 of them, and they were at his house.
Bro, like, I thought it was gonna be that like old prosy he was with that's gonna ruin him, bro. It might be the Diddy party. That's
I think this is DNA type. I think there was someone in this family that's just as fucked up. I think he's got like some fucked up uncle that he's close with. Or
that ruined him when he was young. Okay.
Yeah. I think he's one of them. I think he's got the midget in him rather than a dog in him. Literally got a midget in him. Like, for me, you gotta have something fucked up about you as a player, but not this fucked up. Like, why have you got midgets around? Why have you got your own back 4 and they're all 5'2"?
So you think instead of a spectrum, instead of being a spectrum baller, you think he's a freak baller? You think he's like Wayne Rooney shagging grannies?
Yeah. He's a freaky ass Spaniard.
Freaky ass Spaniard.
Yeah, he is. Like, I think he's the Rooney type. Rooney type is perfect. Rooney type is actually perfect, because, like, he's not like morally fucked up, but he's just got mad like issues. Like, bro, this is not how you respond to your girl cheating on you a couple years ago or a year ago.
Who cheated on him?
He had a girlfriend that cheated on him like a year ago. I'm pretty sure that was him, and it was in the middle of the Euros.
Oh yeah, I remember, because he responded with winning the Euro. Yeah.
Like, just don't get diddied, Yamal, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine, bro.
So this isn't his first. Do you think this is his first party that he's hosted?
Yeah, I think actually it is his first party. I just think he's like, I could do. Let me do something mad. I'm Lamine Yamal. Let me do something mad. I'm into this stuff, but let me embrace it. Sort of antics, bro.
First. Hey, we'll listen, Yamal. We'll keep an eye on you. Keep an eye on you.
Yeah.
If you decline this season, we know why. We know why.
Oh yeah, too many midgets. Too many midgets.
Too many. There's a certain number, and he went over the
Yeah,
limit.
yeah. If you just had like one midget girlfriend, then cool. Or just one midget groupie type person. But four, you got your own four at the back at home.
Four at the back. Oh.
You got a flat back four at home. That's crazy.
They're not even. You're playing a flat back four. You're not even playing with bombing fullbacks. No one inverting or nothing. It's a flat four. You're doing Arteta, bro. You've got Timber, Gabriel, Saliba, and Califiori as your back four.
Yeah, four centre backs. That's crazy. The midgets were just running away from the house, bruv. Midgets just running away from the house. That's crazy, man. That's fucking crazy. I didn't pay for dwarfs. Messi just showed up. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake, man. Why are all the brilliant wingers that play for Barca freaks? No clue.
Huh.
Something's in the water in Spain. What's up?
All the brilliant wingers pay for Barca freaks. Really?
Yeah. Neymar, Messi,
Neymar fares.
Well,
Messi's,
is Messi a freak? Or is he
Messi's Argentinian. Neymar's Argentinian. Messi's Argentinian, so he's.
autism
And also,
and racism?
Messi was given the super soda serum when he was a kid. Let's be real.
Suarez wasn't a winger, but he was racist. Oh, that front three, yeah, Messi, Suarez, and Neymar, bro. Like, what kind of conversation them man having? One shags their sister, the other two are just racist, and one's autistic. Autistic midget racist is crazy, but you're Argentinian, it's normal there. The other one's just purely racist, bites people, and the other one shags their sister. Nah,
Crazy.
man.
So Suarez is calling Neymar a nigga for shagging his sister, and Messi's just nodding along, autistic. That's how their conversations go. That's how their convos go.
Fuck's sake. He's just a dumb kid with too much clout at a young age, if we're being real. Oh, yeah, of course. He's not making the best decisions off the pitch. The good decision making on the pitch, though. Pedro Alvarez definitely some foot sniffers. Foot sniffer is crazy. Moving like skulls. Shagging grannies. Gallus 29, but I hear it. Yeah, Rooney was shagging bare grannies. Bare grannies, and Colleen's still stuck with them. Rather be in a midget than in a camp. The fuck?
Yeah, first. I mean, Terry shagged his player's girlfriend. So
Yeah. Literally burnt that bridge. Shout out to Wayne.
yeah, and Lampard was fat, so it's what it is. Everyone's got their own biases.
Yep. And like literally every great footballer had a problem. Mando needs to lie down behind the wall blocking all those shots. He's trying to lift up the wall instead, bro. What do you mean?
Gifting your sister is in black. Sorry. Hey, Melon, I didn't say that. That's not what I said, but okay. To be fair, Melon, Neymar's sister is black, so you'd love her. To be fair, Neymar's black too, so you'd love him. Anyways, Mike's.
Fuck's sake. Aye. Fuck's sake, man. They're all South American as well, that front three, so literally that conversation's just erratic in itself. Messi is just nodding in the background, Melanie. He fully is. He fully is just nodding in the background. He's just like, yeah, whatever Suarez said. Like, I agree with that person, innit? That's basically what he's been saying the whole time. But listen, people, we're going to end it there. Big up to Prime. As always, big up to the chat. We're going to redirect to Strasbourg Steve's watch-along, bruv. Santos versus Flamengo. So go and say Mike's raid. And literally some of you probably are still here from Steve's channel. So go back and return the favor, people, as well. And yeah, we'll have the birthday Q&A tomorrow, because actually in 2 minutes' time, I'm turning 22, bruv.
Happy birthday, man. Can we stay live until your birthday?
No. I'm just going to redirect to Steve.
It's in 2 minutes.
I don't care, bruv. I don't care enough. But big up to the chat as always. Big up Deck, big up Madden, big up Chilin.
Big up everyone.
Big up
Big up
Pels,
Pels.
big up Damien, big up Xtal, Wolf, big up all you man, big up Terrell, big up 300. We're gonna redirect to Strasbourg, Steve. Say Mike's raid in the chat, and yeah, catch you in a bit.
Oh, before we end it,
Every
guys.
time
No, guys. Saturday, because on Tuesday we didn't do summer series. Saturday we will be doing summer series, instead of clubs, and yeah, bro, we got interesting things planned on Saturday, bro.
Yeah, but listen,
And it's a weekend too, so we can really cook. It's a weekend.
Yeah, go and say Mike's raid in Steve's chat, and yeah, take care and peace, people.